This is one you guys probably been waiting for, the Bassmaster Classic release of the GP Baby Kingyo. We got that in this week. We got a bunch of dope restocks, and we have a brand new giveaway that we're going to start this week until we get to a certain point. Welcome to the drop. Let's get into it. Ash, you notice the new Kith shirt?
I like that shirt, man. Told
What's
you to
that
order me
say?
one. Osaka.
Osaka.
Kind of second home.
Yeah, so if you guys don't know, when we go to Japan, we're kind of like Osaka guys. There's Osaka guys and there's Tokyo guys. I'm like a massive Osaka guy. I'm going to stand up again. It's not going to be weird.
Oh, God.
Little Osaka castle on the back.
Osaka Castle.
Dude, so this shirt came out after we got home. So we were recently in Japan. You guys will soon see the video of us. This show was way better than last year, and last year was already my favorite show. We got a little bit more behind the scene access because kind of we've been making friends with people and stuff like that. So we got pretty lucky and we were able to see the entire raid showcase. So we're going to show you guys that, everything coming out for 2025. And then we also got the entire G-Crack showcase.
G-Crack Nishine.
It was an awesome trip. We ate some great food. Got to hang out with a bunch of friends. We even got to see Hideki for a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Went down to Osaka, the old second home. This year is going to be amazing for stuff coming to us from some of our favorite brands. So hopefully you guys, what are we thinking?
I'm thinking next Monday.
Monday. So we're going to release the video Monday. We're also doing, I mean, if you guys watch the B-Fest video, they're breaking down. No, wait, what are we doing at the B-Fest?
Yeah, B-Fest, we just bought
a
bunch of stuff.
B-Fest, we bought a bunch of stuff and gave it away. We're doing the same thing. That's kind of a similar style of show. So we did that here again. Now, if you guys are new here and you're done with my rambling, make sure you go ahead and give us a follow at Tacklebros Fishing. That's our official handle for everything. Instagram, Twitter, not Twitter. Please don't go to Twitter. We don't have Twitter. TikTok, yeah. And then obviously this YouTube channel. And you're going to want to subscribe because I'm going to start a new giveaway this week. And then if you want to follow cameraman Ashton, who's trying to multiply his titles from just cameraman. He's trying to be like a... I mean, you're literally only showing like arm pictures lately, which is a little bit weird.
That's all I have to offer.
You can follow him at QTR_46. You need some fish pictures, man. People want to see fish. They don't want to see your arms.
I haven't been fishing in 5 months.
Well, neither have I.
I didn't take a lot of photos last year.
You guys can also follow me at TacklePrez. That's my official Instagram. You have any questions about anything, I'm on there throughout the day. So generally, if you have a rod question, if you're looking for, updates on when things are coming in, I have a pretty good idea of everything going on. So message me, and you can follow along with some of the stuff we do on there as well, because we post a little bit different material than we just post on here. That being said, we're gonna start a official giveaway to 10,000. So when we get to 10,000 subs, I'm gonna give away an Exist. We have an Exist box that Bully destroyed. The thing is fine. That's gonna be the one. I might even come up with a second prize. We might do like a SB Perch prize pack to go.
That's cool.
Yeah, to go with the second one. So basically, to do that, just sub to the channel, man. That's it. That's all we want. If you guys want to sub to us as well, that'd be cool. But sub to the channel. Once we hit 10,000, we'll announce the winner on the drop. This week we have some really cool restocks, new products. I'm gonna just start with the one that everybody's probably waiting for, and I'm gonna start with the one that's gonna be sold out already. We have the brand new Bassmaster Classic release of GP Baby Kingyo. It's a really dope color. I love the original Baby Kingyo when they do it. I'm gonna pull out, I need something that's gonna show there.
This is a Bassmaster Classic release of GP Baby Kingyo, but it's not the Bassmaster
Yeah,
Classic.
it's not the Bassmaster Classic color of GP Baby Kingyo, so the eyes are different. They have a special edition one at the Classic, so if you're lucky enough to get one of the Classic, good on you. I tried to get them to send me one, they wouldn't even send me one, so hopefully some of you guys will go and get your hands on it. We're unfortunately not attending this year because our schedule is crazy. And I'm also going to speak to that because we're going to be at CanCast doing some pretty cool stuff with some of our favorite brands. But this is the color. GP Baby Kingyo, so Guanium Phantom Baby Kingyo. They put that Guanium Phantom coat on it instead of like a matte finish. Really beautiful color. Now, this is limited right now, but eventually, as far as I understand, this will become a core color. So this will be readily available most times. For now, limited quantities. I mean, generally Megabass, when they bring out a new core stuff, it takes usually a year and a half to sort of settle down for everybody to have it. And I don't know for sure if they're gonna do it in a lot of these. I know for sure they're gonna do it in the 110s, I don't know if they're gonna do in the Pop Max and the Karashi. So GP Baby Kingyo, this is the Vision 110. Looks great in that. Looks pretty much the same in the +1. It's also cool because you get the limited sticker on these. For me, that was like when we got our color, dude, and I seen the limited sticker, I was like,
sick.
You know what I mean? Also in the 110 Junior, love seeing that. And then my personal favorite, oh God. Oh no, I need to show this. That's my favorite, dude. There we go, set back up. All is no harm. And then also in the 110 Junior +1. So that's in the 110 lineup. Gonna Pop Max. This one is gonna, I mean, it's like a beefed up Bahama milk.
Oh yeah.
And then the Karashi. So I'm gonna put limits on the 110, or no, sorry, on the Pop Max and the Karashi. We didn't get a whole lot of them, so I think we're gonna probably have to limit it to like 1, maybe 2. I'll check. Yeah, I know.
Ugh.
I know. I'm not happy about it either. I just want everybody to get one, man.
Yeah.
It's such a cool color. Karashi's a really hot bait right now, and again, there wasn't a crazy amount of them, but I think it's a dope color. I'm glad that they're bringing this into the core lineup. It's beautiful. It's yellow, pink, white, and black. Dude, I love the black eyes on them. So yeah, GP Baby Kingyo from Megabass is it's now available.
Let's see the Karashi, man.
You want to see the Karashi?
Yeah.
You can't keep it though.
I just want to see
I wouldn't let Cody buy one.
What?
I told him if he wants one, he's got to buy one offline. There you go. Tell him what you think about it.
I guess I'm going on there at 7:30, man.
Let me see. I'm gonna pull the
That's
Karashi
sick
out
as
so they
hell.
can see it. Like that's dumb.
That's sick.
It's crazy, man. Start out with the heat, man.
I like it.
I just want to get, I know
Right
that's
into
what probably most guys are waiting for because they've been doing the whole hype thing. So I just want to come out the gates hot, not make you wait too long. So another thing that's going on with us in the next, 9 days?
Yeah.
So on March 30th, we are going to be at the Can-Cast Fishing Show. I'm not always like, I go to fishing shows, they're cool and stuff. We don't actually bring we don't bring a booth to fishing shows. This one, we do a massive booth. We collaborate with a bunch of brands. We have a GLF shirt coming out that you can see right here. We also have the entire Raid Japan and Dual Japan, new releases, new colors on display. Not for purchase, but me and Ashton are gonna be down there all day answering your questions. If you have a question on, when they're coming, how to fish it, how to rig it, what rods, stuff like that, we're gonna be stationed around the new products all day. We also have the brand new B-Blade from Bumblebee Custom Lures will be on display as well. Again, not available for purchase yet, but I wanted to sort of do something a little different. Like I want to start having a little bit more crossover with introducing new products into the North American market. So if you're in the Peterborough area on March 30th, even on the March 29th, there's a big gathering at one of the restaurants. What's it called?
Shoeless Joe's.
We're going to Shoeless Joe's. Come down, have some beers with us. We're just gonna be there, hanging out, drinking.
beers.
We got to shut her down early this year though, because last year we didn't. And
We shut it up pretty early last night. We were in bed by like 2.
Yeah, I don't know if we were in bed by 2. But this year we're gonna shut it down a little bit earlier. We'll shut it down at Shoeless Joe's. So this isn't arguably anymore. This is the biggest fishing show in Canada. All the major brands are gonna be there. There's a couple other retailers there. There's a big giant boat yard this year, which is dope. I was talking to Vincent, might bring my boat down.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's asked me to bring down. So if you guys want to come check out the Vexus, you guys want to come check out I think we're bringing 3 Vexuses down this year. There's going to be a ton of other boat brands as well. And then we have the showcase, we got the collab shirt. We're doing weight games with a Bubba scale again. So if you can guess the weight on the Bubba scale, you win the prize. And then always we do the wheel. We just like doing stuff like that. So tons of reasons to go. March 30th. Can you put the website in the description for them to buy tickets?
Yep.
Okay, we'll do that as well. Looking forward to seeing you guys if you come. Let's get back into the reason why we're here. So we also had a mega restock this week on some Raid products. Next week's restock on Raid is the biggest we've ever done. A lot of stuff that's been out, but this week we did get a huge restock on stuff like 2-ways. So we got everything from micro 2-ways, regular 2-ways, we got 2-way bigs, magnums. A good portion of the colors have come back in stock. Some of the best ones we have floating and non-floating in stock. And then Egu Bug. So Egu Bugs has become basically one of our favorite micro jig trailers. We talk about that Egu Dama a lot. This is what we're throwing on it a good portion of the time. Between this and the Bellows two, I would say, are like my main two.
Yep.
I think all the colors in these are back in. And then also the Avi is another great one. Comes in 2 sizes, Avi 50, which is, I mean, this is better to probably fish by itself, but the Avi 35 is another great micro jig trailer. I use this one a ton too. Most colors have come back in stock in both of these. Okay, and then some of the Raid bags have also come back in stock. So this is like a fanny pack, so you can wear this on your waist. Giant, like this is a sick logo, man.
Super sick.
So big Raid logo there, and then you have this patch area here where you can remove this patch or add a patch, whatever you want. Tons of storage in here. I think it holds, let's have a look.
36s?
It holds 36s. But there's a ton of areas to, like, you know, attach stuff on loops. There's a water bottle holder, stuff like that. So that came back in today from Raid as well. And next week, like I said, arguably one of the biggest Raid restocks that we've ever had. So looking forward to that. All right, if you're a fan of River2Sea, we also had a huge restock specifically in Whopper ploppers. So this is the 190 size. We have the 190, this is 130? Yeah, 190, 130, 110, 90, 75, even the little 60s. I think every single color is back in stock in the Whopper plopper. This is, I mean, you know what a Whopper plopper is at this point. If you're not sure what it is, top water plopping, basically won a million tournaments back in the day and still super effective today. Also back in from River2Sea is the Rover. We got 2 different sizes, so the 128 and the 98. Just another good option if you're doing any sort of walk the dog style on top. More of a tackle guy myself, is the color lineup, and I mean, I've been using it forever, but if you're a fan of the Rover, we have those back in stock as well. All right, also Yamamoto, mega restock. I think we have most of the colors of the 5-inch, 6-inch, 7-inch, 4-inch. Every Senko is back in stock. We got the bulk packs back in. So these are available in 2 different amounts. One's gonna have 100, I think one is 50. I only have hundreds right now. We have them for sure in hundreds. We might have them in 50s. This is a lifesaver, dude. You go through Senko so quick. Buying packs of, like, what's in a pack? I don't even know. I haven't bought a pack in so long outside of these. They only do these in, like, the green pumpkins, the black blues, the stuff that everybody uses. But having just one giant pack of Senkos, man, is such a lifesaver. Some of them are gonna come in these little bait bags, which is like a nice little addition from Yamamoto. Some of them aren't. It just depends on whichever ones they had left in stock in these bags. So check these out from Gary Yamamoto, man. Everybody throws Senkos, dude. It's not, everybody throws this Senko. So you might as well buy bulk packs instead of buying 20 little bags. And then a couple of new products for us in the shop this week from Yamamoto. This is the cover craw type floating. Dude, this looks great. This is gonna be good for a Ned rig. It's gonna be good for a jig trailer. I mean, if you really wanna drop shot this, you can. If you're throwing like little mini football heads, this is gonna be great for that. So they have 2 appendages down here on the bottom, and then you have a bunch there on the side. It's just a natural buggy craw looking bait. This is a kind of like a trend in fishing right now, is like buggy craw stuff. But they've added floating to it, so it's gonna stand pretty straight up. These are pretty heavy little, what are they?
Craws.
Yeah, claws. So it's gonna have like a nice dolphin kick in the water, similar to, you know, like an OSP Doe Live Beaver or something like that, just floating, not floating. So I will run through the colors on these. They're gonna come 10 to a pack. So that's good there. So this will be watermelon, copper, orange with red flake. You'll have black, blue, watermelon, black and red. This is a dope color, blue craw, so it has a little bit of a blue hue mixed in with like a green pumpkin. 297 with large green and purple flake. 297 is like, I think it's green pumpkin, so green pumpkin with flake. 297, green pumpkin, purple copper.
Oh yeah.
And then dark green pumpkin, amber laminate. Has a little bit of purple flake in there too, so really cool new product from Yamamoto, check that out. Also from Yamamoto this week, we brought in the all new Nuki bug. I think this came out at last year's iCast?
Sounds about right.
Yeah, we were just a little bit late to the game on this one. The Nuki bug is essentially an emo style bait. So you want to fish this weightless. It's going to have 2 claws that are kind of joint together there in the middle with some paddles on it. So there's going to move a ton of water. You can fish it weightless. That's one of the big things that people, like even with the Yamamoto Nuki, some guys will wait it. I'm like, please don't. It's a simple presentation, really simple to rig. It's a really great flipping bait. You can drag this on bottom, whatever you want to do. A lot of times with emo style baits, The deal with it is to not over move it. You just kind of throw it out there and bang it around a little bit. This one, maybe a little bit more diverse. Because of the claws, you can drag it, it's gonna flutter. You can break this apart, like I said. So check these out. I'll run through the colors really quickly. The colors are all the same as the last ones. 297, so green pumpkin, black flake. Baby bass. Oh, man, I don't like Yamamoto packages.
Can't see anything.
Dark green pumpkin, amber laminate. Should I show the back?
Is it better?
Blue craw? No, because they do that crazy thing.
That's okay.
Watermelon, red and black. Black with blue flake. Watermelon with copper, orange, and with red. And then again with the 297 with the large green and purple flake. So another cool emo bait from Yamamoto. Also one new color in the 5-inch carry Yamamoto Senko. This is like a brown purple laminate. So it's honestly really morning dawn like.
Yeah.
Yeah, so check that out. Let's have a look at Cal Coast Tackleworks. They kind of changed their name over, I don't know, the course of the last couple of years. This is the culling kit that I use. This is for smallmouth. For me, I'm very particular on, you know, they're so fragile. If you're culling smallmouth, largemouth are a little bit easier. They don't tend to, you know,
Die is easy.
Yeah. So this is the one I use on smallmouth. It also has like an amazing actual like floating culling system. Sometimes I'll just leave them in the box just floating. Sometimes we'll clip them if they're pretty small. It also comes with a little hanger that you can drill to the top of your live well lid. Unfortunately we can't because we have 2 live well lids, but it's just a really, it's honestly, in my opinion, this is the best culling. We sell a bunch, but this is the my favorite culling kit that anybody makes. And then these, we get a ton of requests for these to come in. I got the large size and then the mixed size, so it's going to come with a small, medium, large. This is for holding your you know, if you have a drop shot, this is good for holding your weight or your hook or whatever. It goes onto the shaft of your rod. Some people like them, some people don't, but if you've been looking for these guys, they are back in stock. And then yeah, that's the large kit that we have in the Cali clips. And then something that I actually use a fair amount, this is the rod Mule system. So this big sleeve right here, this will cover, I don't even know, man. I've had like, I feel like I've had 8, 10 rods in here. It holds up to 10 rods. So this will hold up to 10 rods. I keep them still in my other, you know, my standard rod gloves, but this is great for carrying them because you can put this on and then this is a strap for your shoulder. So basically you're just carrying 10 rods on your shoulder. Everything's like Velcroed in and zippered in. So not zippered, but it's all Velcroed in so that you're not going to lose any of the rods falling out. It's a way easier way than like bundling them up and kind of walking down the bank. If you're going in somebody else's boat, great option. If you know, travel a lot to fish and you know, maybe jump in and out of people's boats, or you do shore fish a lot and you just want to bring a million rods, this is a great option. We get a ton of requests for these throughout the year. So basically across the board with Z-Man, huge restock. We got anything TRD you could ever want. We got razor shads. We got, what was that other one?
Jerk shads.
Jerk shads, scented jerk shads, which a lot of guys like. Ultra durable stuff. So, I mean, you don't really have to buy a million of them. And then new in from them, we got the tungsten spikes. So this is part of their Rattle-Snaker series. It's that little, it's basically a plunger. You push it into the whatever plastic you're using, and before you could put in just a rattle, now you can also add in a tungsten weight. This is actually cool, man.
Super sick.
There's 3 different sizes, 3/32, 1/16, and 1/32 at the moment. It's basically a better way to get a Neko rig deep into a bait. I actually use it a ton. It's one of my favorite things that Z-Man has ever come out with. I don't know, I like wish that I thought about it because it's such a cool little contraption. And these are specifically made to go through, like it has that through the needle. These are specifically designed to go through the needle. So you don't have to worry about them getting stuck or not fitting or whatever. So check out the tungsten spikes. And then jackhammers, pretty much across the board. I got everything but the new colors. So all sizes, all colors, everything jackhammer is back in stock, including like the best color from last year. So Ghost Baby Gill.
Oh, yeah.
Incredible. So check those out. Let's talk hooks, why don't we? So Gamakatsu, this is our biggest restock of Gamakatsu of the year. I'm gonna highlight some of my favorite stuff. If I'm nose hook drop shotting, this is my hook of choice. I live between the size 2 and the size 4. Size 2, most universal. I use that for almost everything. But if I'm going to like a dice rubber, or if I'm going to like a one-way or anything like that, I go down to the number 4. I still have amazing hookup ratio. It just fits the profile of the bait a little bit better for me. The G-Finesse nano trebles are all back in stock except for the size 6. So you guys looking to swap out your vision hooks, if you do, the size 6 is not in, but we will have it soon. I think every other size is back in. We also, I mean, I don't know why we never had this before, but we have some feather and tinsel trebles in stock. So for sizing, we have size 6, size 2, and size 4. So size 4 is going to be for most of your poppers and, you know, top water baits like that. Size 6 if you're throwing a jerk bait. Size 2, you tell me, because I kind of live between the 2 and the 6, or the 4 and the 6. We also brought in the Shinfukai cover Nekos. So if you have a problem with your Neko baits twisting up on you, they've like hard attached a swivel onto it, and then he has a unique bait keeper on there. So if that's something you've been looking for, I think we have all sizes in that, like a number 1, 1/0, 2/0. All of their snaps are now in stock in the G-Finesse series. Big fan of G-Finesse. I think that's what we can take away from this. Even some of the G-Finesse power stuff. So like these are we got the A-Mart flipping hooks in the G-Finesse power series. And then this is something that's really cool. This is the G-Finesse trailer. This is a stinger trailer. So if you guys like throwing stinger trailers onto your spinner baits, stuff like that, this is a great one. Comes with stops, so you can lock it into place. Unique shape. I think it's dope. I haven't used it yet, but like I'm definitely buying some because I always struggle to find a really good trailer. And then Gika rig hooks from Gamakatsu.
Well, not Gika rig hooks, because that'd be crazy.
Gika rig weights from Gamakatsu are now in stock as well. And then basically everything else Gamakatsu that you're familiar with, everything's back in stock. So like their regular super line stuff, a bunch of the Horizon heads are all back in stock. The split shot drop shots are back in stock. I even brought in more red sizes because a lot of guys were requesting that. So full mega restock on Gamakatsu. And then same thing with Owner. So mega restock on Owner. I know we did one a couple of weeks ago. We've got some new products in as well. So you guys are familiar with the range roller heads. We finally brought in the XL size of them. They go from about 5 grams all the way up to 12 grams, both 4/0 and 5/0 hooks. So for bigger Sakamata shads, the 6.5, 7.5 inch in the Super Fish Roller, this is probably the hook that most guys are trying to use on that. Like I said, available in 5 gram, 8 gram, 10 gram, 12 gram. The 10 and the 8 have 2 different sizes, so you can have a 4/0 or a 5/0 size hook, depending on what you're using. 7, 8 inch Sakamata shads, 6.5, 7.5 inch Super Fish Rollers. Anything bigger that you're trying to roll, it has that same style of head where the line is, where the weight's up the line tie. So check those out. And then again, everything Owner is back in stock. Your flashy swimmers, your beast hooks, any of your cover shot hooks, everything is back in stock from Owner. Okay, FXR. So last week I seen a comment asking what size I am. I just went and confirmed. So in the bibs, I'm still probably a 2X just because of height. The XL fit me fine, like as far as like waist and body and everything, but it was just a little bit short, so I'll probably still run a 2X. And then for jackets, I'm an XL. So I was gonna say XL now. I just sound like a proud weight loss survivor.
Oh yeah.
We forgot to talk about some stuff last week. So we also got in their UPF tournament gloves. These are fingerless gloves. I cannot fish with gloves on if the fingertips are on, because I need to feel everything that's going on. UPF protection is very important on the back of your hands. I'm bad for it sometimes, not using them. So I'm gonna try my best to make sure that I have these on all the time. We also got some of their little accessory things. Like, I thought this was cool. It's just like an FXR lanyard, super, you didn't see anything there. FXR lanyard Pro Fish. They're really inexpensive, but again, lanyards on keys are kind of clutchy. Dry bags. I preach about dry bags. So I have a handful of dry bags in the boat pretty much, no, literally every time. So one will have like a change of clothes. Before, one would hold just my rain gear. If you leave it in just a box in your boat, things get like musty and smelly. So I try to keep any like clothing items in one of these dry bags. We have 3 different sizes. So this is the 15 liter. This is the middle size. I'm gonna open them all up just so we can do a little size comparison.
Is that the baby one?
Yeah.
That was cool. Like, you could probably put socks in there.
Yeah. You just buy one 2-liter dry bag for socks. We have a 2 liter.
It's so cute.
I don't know what you're putting in
So
this,
cute.
man. This is maybe a little bit small. It's like a water bottle holder for me.
Yeah, literally.
You know what I mean? But there's a 2 liter if you need a 2 liter. And then this is the Big Daddy. So this is gonna be the 30 liter one. If you just need one for your boat and you wanna make sure that you're able to take everything with you, go 30 liter. You can, again, it's waterproof. So you put your stuff in here, you roll this down, and then you bring the clips forward, clip it in. Everybody's used a dry bag before.
Boom.
And then everything is waterproof. So if you keep any sort of clothing in your boat, definitely do this. Same with like kayak guys, man. Like, I mean, I don't know if you want, oh, you know what? Maybe if you just have like one sandwich and you're in a kayak.
There you go. It's a sandwich bag.
That's what it's for, it's a little sandwich
waterproof
bag.
sandwich bag.
Waterproof sandwich bag. They're inexpensive and it's a good way to keep basically anything you need to keep dry, you can keep it dry. So check those out from FXR. And then last but not least, we got 2 important rod restocks in the Levante line. 2 things we've been out of stock for a long time. So the flat side special. This is designed for crankbaits. Actually, love this rod for topwater. It's an f4.5, 7 foot. Rating is 1/4 to 3/4. So pretty open range. It's a treble hook rod, so it's pretty parabolic all the way down into the blank. A dope standard rod. If you're like an avid topwater fisherman, this is a dope, like for poppers, stuff like that, anything treble hook, this is a really good one. And then probably the Levante, I get the most, you know, when is it coming back in stock questions for? The Whip Snake. So this is their drop shot rod. You can Neko rig on this. It's basically your finesse, do most things rods. 6'11", so again, like that's kind of the drop shot length if you are serious about drop shotting. F3, so it's going to be like a medium light, and then 1/16 to 3/8, so you have a good size range. We just got a handful of these back in stock. After these are gone, these are out of stock again until July. So if you've been looking for a whip snake, now is probably the time to get your hands on them. We didn't get as many as I had ordered, but we did get a fair amount. So check out the whip snake in the Levante lineup. All right, guys, if you've made it this far, I'm just going to reiterate, we're doing that giveaway, so make sure you're subscribed. We're gonna give away an Exist, the top end line dial reel. It's over $1,000 to, you know, one person out of the first 10,000 people get. I think we're about 1,500 away right now, so it's gonna come up pretty quickly, and then hopefully get to see you guys at CanCast. We'll do another reminder next week because it's right before CanCast, but other than that, thanks for hanging out today. Tons of stuff. Look forward to seeing you next week on The Drop.